Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Apologies for slight delays. We had issues with the system. As you know, that still it's IT, but maybe not as reliable as it can be. Yes. So good afternoon, everyone, again. So today we are going to continue our webinar talks. It's about UK startup visa, and specifically detailed visa application process and the actual endorsement and the next steps to the British citizenship. Let me introduce first of all myself. My name is Evgeny Pavlov. I'm the managing director of MAN Solutions Group, an immigration advisor, OIC immigration advisor. So today I'm going to hold this webinar myself. Usually it's 2 or 3 members of the team and sometimes external members attend the webinar. However, today I'm going to go through it by myself. Let's discuss and review what we're going to cover today. First of all, information about UK startup visa. Second of all, information about startup visa requirements and eligibility. Then we're going to switch to business plan preparation endorsement process. And then we'll go for the actual legal casework. Once it's completed, so we'll discuss about once we'll complete, we'll discuss about visa granted next steps in the UK, and then switching into the Innovator visa route, and then talk about the pathway to settlement, UK business and investment visa trends, and about MAN Solutions. No problem. I would say that it's a two main point, 2 agendas to cover. First of all, how to do a visa and how to get the visa, then what to do after you obtain the visa. So this is two steps and 2 sides we'll cover. Let's talk about startup visa. So startup visa enables, and it was set up in 2019, and enables overseas entrepreneurs and non-experienced entrepreneurs with an entry-level business experience to come to the UK and establish the innovative business, the first business for them. Yeah, as I said, it starts. Background of the visa started in March 2019, and it's launched with another category, innovative visa and startup visa. They interrelated, and I'll explain a little bit further during the webinar what's the difference between them and why you should go for the startup visa. You should go for Innovator visa. So as I said at the beginning, startup visa is for entrepreneurs without experience. Innovator visa for entrepreneurs with experience, business experience, industry experience. It was launched as a replacement of Tier 1 entrepreneur visa in 2019, back then. And as a Tier 1 entrepreneur visa no longer valid for entry clients, only can do extension. Let's look at the statistics. So in terms of statistics, figures are actually showing quite prospective number of applications. We can see the growth since 2019, 205 visas, then 325, then approximately 522. Why approximately? Because in 2021, the statistics for the last quarter is still not released, but we calculate approximate figure, which we're expecting going to be 522. It's good numbers, and I think it will increase year to year. There is a good ratio of successful applications as well, right? So in overall, because if you compare, I remember from my previous webinar for Innovator visa, it's Innovator visa refusal rate first year was 24%, quite high. right? How to get British citizenship in regards of the steps from the startup visa. Person apply for startup visa first, which will be granted for 2 years. Then person switch to the Innovator visa once startup visa expires. And then person apply for indefinite leave to remain or UK settlement, or in ILR in short. And then successfully apply after 1 year, after naturalization, after 1 year UK British passport. It's perfect, right? Now we're going to talk, as you know how to get the British passport, in which steps. Now we're going to talk about months case management timeline. So imagine you come to us and then we'll just, I'm going to highlight how long does it take to go through it and so on and so forth. So usually, why I say usually, because it depends on the client. If client's able to provide all documents in advance and share it with us, so on and so forth, then it's perfectly fine. So usually, preparation of business plan takes 3-4 weeks. It's as maximum. So it's standard 14 days, but we are confirming business plan and confirming draft with the clients. With the final version, it's released within 3-4 weeks. Then legal casework and documents preparation within 1 or 2 weeks, which is from our side is quite quick. I will go in a nutshell about it later on in the webinar. And completion of the Home Office online application form, legal representation letter from Month Solutions, and so on and so forth. It takes about 5 working days. And obviously submission on online application form and arrangement and payment of government fees is usually within a day. And why within a day? Because it's submission and paying, it's executed at the same time. Usually takes from 1 to 3 hours. Depends if it's a big family, then submission takes more time. So 1 to applicants quicker. And happily, client can receive decision within 28 days from the Home Office or from UK government. This is the in total our procedures, and you can say if you calculate by the numbers. 1 month, 1 month, 1 month. Yeah. So in total, in a perfect case scenario, you should receive a visa within 3 months since you start with us. Is it realistic? Yes, it is realistic. However, we need to consider that endorsement body takes place. Sometimes endorsement process takes place and takes time. Occasionally, legal case work preparation delays from your side, because from our side, we understand we want to push you in the right manner, the right conditions to get the actual result of the right documents, and so your visa will be successful. Right. Let's talk about requirements. Requirements of the startup visa. It's 5 main requirements. The applicant must be 18 years old. So this speaks English, IELTS 5.5 score, or has an English degree. Most of the applicants has an English degree because startup visa is for the graduates. And applicants must provide that they have enough personal savings to support them while they're in the UK. And applicant must not previously establish business in UK unless it was a graduate entrepreneur visa. Now, obviously, business plan endorsement letter, which is one of the main parts actually to have a strong performance and get the visa. For dependents, sometimes people applying for startup visa with dependents. It could be husband, wife, civil partner, unmarried partner. Unmarried partner is a bit more complex because you need to prove that you are in relationship for 2 years. So if you like to have questions about it, you can return to us. We can explain to you how to prove it if your partner is not married officially. And then children under 18 and children over 18, if they're currently in the UK on other residence visa as dependent. Right. So requirements, it's pretty straightforward. It's logical for UK government, it's logical for the applicant. Most complex is business idea and obviously endorsement letter, and we will talk in details a bit later on about in the casework section. We'll talk how it's going to be happening. Startup visa eligibility. Startup visa eligibility, it's important to have a business or startup company must be non-trading. If person already set up the company, it's possible, but it must be not trading. And a letter from accountant must be provided. It's important to go. Applicant must demonstrate an innovative, scalable, and valuable business idea. So this is the crucial as well, right? Yeah, because if business idea it's weak and it's not scalable, doesn't have innovation in there, then it's literally no point of applying, no point of going for it. Third option, its applicant must not previously establish a business in UK. And the last eligibility option, applicant must represent business plan and receive endorsement from approved endorsement body. What's endorsement body, what's endorsement letter, we will definitely discuss further in the webinar so you understand fully. It's a quite detailed approach must be made, right? Let's talk about most important, the business plan, how long it takes, what it is about, and so on and so forth. So business plan preparation, as I said before, it takes 3-4 weeks. My first week is preliminary stage. We understand the business, we understand the business idea, we'll ask additional questions. And then another step is first draft. Within 2 weeks, you get the first draft. After 2 weeks, once you get the first draft, you are successfully reviewing it, you get a feedback, and then we will communicate with you, or we will communicate, we will allow you to communicate as well with the business plan writer if necessary, who work in our team. And on this occasion, it's, you define the business idea and plan in innovation, scalability, and other criteria. It's going to help for you to get endorsements. We are filtering applicants and clients whose business idea is not innovative, not scalable, straight away. So that's why our clientele who join this and start receiving the services of the MAN solutions, 100% get endorsed. Why? Because we do filtering. It's not because we're assuring the client. No, we do a filtering on innovation. We do filtering on matching the CV. We see the CV. We discuss with the client. And if they have a sensible idea, why not? If they know what they're doing, they would like to do, why not? So we can definitely help. And this final business plan draft is obviously revised by the client, and client speaking endorsement with the business plan writer, and then a client to be ready for going for the endorsement. I'll explain it a bit more what this endorsement. So an endorsement criteria for the endorsement body, applicant must meet following the criteria for business plan. It must be innovation there, viability, so how realistic the business is, scalability, how quickly business can scale. Business might not scale at all or can reach hardly 1 million turnover within 5 years. Then is the issue. Innovation is different, so that if it's innovation, then we want to make sure we show the points of the business where actually it's never been done before, something similar, right? So let's talk about innovation. As I explained, the applicant has a genuine original business plan, business idea, which needs an existing market, creates competitive advantage. Viability is obviously how realistic, how achievable the business plan, the business idea as well. And does the applicant has relevant skills and knowledge and market awareness, right? And scalability is the evidence where the business plan and sales revenue forecast is structured clearly with potential growth and potential types of the market, right? Let's talk about endorsement process overview, and then we answer the questions, what's endorsement about. Endorsement process overview, it's a 5 main steps. Endorsement takes sometimes from 2 to 3 months. First step, it's once business plan is ready and your business plan and CV and other relevant documents which will suggest you to prepare, sent to the endorsement body. Endorsement body successfully, obviously, we will introduce you to the selected endorsement bodies. Then the speed of communication and approach you have, it's obviously higher than and quicker than you approach directly. Why? Because the simple point, endorsement bodies are overloaded. They're overloaded with the number of inquiries from the applicants. They're overloaded in general, and we work with the selected endorsement bodies who know they can trust us on introduction only. So what it means? It means if we introduce into the client to endorsement body, then simply endorsement body understand that we've done some filtering and we assess the client from our side, and then endorsement body is checking the client, and if they believe it's not suitable, they would notify us as well. So as it's their responsibility, it's not our responsibility. So we're working here as an introducer. From the point of the next step, so endorsement body arranging the introduction interview for the client, for the applicant, and where the applicant explain about business idea and represent himself or herself to the endorsement body. So it's another week. So then the client or the applicant prepare investment data document. Usually it's document or application form, summarize the all experience, expertise, education background of the applicant, right? And then if endorsement body is happy, they may go for the another option, and then they provide the situation where they say yes, we can send you the we can send you endorsement draft letter, and then please review, please confirm it, and then we are happy to send you final endorsement letter with a specific serial number, specific details which you're going to utilize in online application form in 1 week time or so. Right, so they'll state clearly. So this is the steps. They're pretty much simple, but there's a lot of work required. It's a lot of assessment required, as obvious, because it's not straightforward as you think. Because it's actual assessment, actual business idea. We've done application for the online banks. We've done successful application for HR online platforms, CRMs, other softwares, companies, and they've all been successful. And I know how complex and difficult go through this process. But the entrepreneurs and business people who has a business idea, innovative business idea, it just smooth, reasonable process for them. Let's talk about endorsement body. What is this and how it works? Endorsement body includes, it's an organization, could be government or private. Most of the time it's private organization. You can find endorsement bodies for Innovator Visa listed in gov.uk. You can search endorsement body list Innovator Visa, and you simply find it there. So endorsement bodies include leading incubators, accelerators, government agencies, as I said, and other business development organizations, venture capital firms, and so on and so forth. So this organization are part of the being endorsement body with alliances from home office, with home office government, regulator. They might operate on and provide additional services as an incubator, for instance, or accelerator, helping business. So they must have proven track record of supporting entrepreneurs, so the endorsement bodies, including settled workers. Right? Endorsement bodies are prohibited to have any financial relationship with the law firms like us. So a lot of clients say, "Oh, endorsement body charge a lot. Probably you are receiving the commission." However, answer is no. We are only introducers, and we are not tied up in any financial relationship. There's only pure business relationship where we introduce our clients to the endorsement bodies. We are not getting any benefits out of it. Yeah, just want to be clear, clear for the client. Of course, it's clear for us in front of the government and policies, how it works. Let's talk about the roles of endorsement bodies, what it is, why endorsement body exists, so on and so forth. In endorsement bodies, first of all, their role is issue endorsements, right? Endorsement will be in the form of endorsement letter. Endorsement letter usually it is the letter where stated applicants' names, business idea in a short review, and so on and so forth. So it's 2, 3, 4 pages endorsement letter. Then role also stay in the contact with the endorsed business founders and check the business on every 6, 12, 24 months, letting know home office of the progress. So entrepreneur need to submit the report. So endorsement body usually communicate with entrepreneur, how's your progress, what we can help, how we can help, and also issue further endorsements for extension. It's obvious, I think, and settlement applications in Innovator visa category. This is the role of endorsement body. What services does endorsement body normally provides? Each and every endorsement body is different. They are different. So I would like to highlight here. So it's not what we stated in this slide. It's not the final belief that every endorsement body provides the service. No. One endorsement body provides corporate service support, another corporate finance support, another one endorsement support, another one growth management support. They could be provide all of them. So, and these supports, they're all different. If, for instance, corporate finance support, it's structuring your company correctly and prepare them how to raise the capital. Growth and management support, it's digital enhancement, so identifying the potential intermediaries, helping entrepreneurs to find the client, helping improve the operations in order to grow, so on and so forth. And corporate service support, for example, it's basic introduction of accountant, registration, company registration, so on and so forth. So it's varies, and every endorsement body you'll check which support they provide as a standard package and which support they provide for additional price. How to choose right endorsement body? Let's talk about it. First of all, it's important to identify that a right endorsement body must have a relevant industry experience. What is that? It means if you would like to set up fintech business, you're definitely not going to go to endorsement body who is specializing in agriculture. You will go to endorsement body who specialize in financial industry, in a fintech or so on industries. Second one, it's endorsement body must have a relevant experts on the board of directors. Yes, this is very important. Why? If on the board of directors, there are 1 or 2 directors only who has a limited expertise in particular your field or in general business field, there might be finance guys and there might be accountants only. then it's a problem. So please look into it, because our endorsement bodies we're working with, they have variety of advisors and a variety of directors on the board of directors. So it's important to understand that one is accountant, another one IT entrepreneur, another one completely different industry. So which gives the good expertise in overall. Also, it's important that endorsement body has a links to entrepreneurs, to other entrepreneurs and other investors. Why? Because it's going to help to support in general, right? And also network of venture capital firms, accelerators, private equity firms. What is this? If you as an entrepreneur would like to go ahead and simply would like to raise the capital and raise the finance, or just speak with any other accelerator, there's somebody must help and suggest you, oh, please go there, because you build a knowledge. If you build a knowledge, you grow. If you grow, you will sustain as a business. If you sustain as a business, you will keep working with endorsement bodies. So they are responsible for you, but obviously you have to take action. Obviously you have to ask, you have to go through. Now we are going to talk about other section of the webinar. It's quite important because we cover basic overview of the startup visa. We cover endorsement process and who is endorsement body, how to choose, how to work with them. However, now we need to discuss about next step. Once you get the business plan and you get endorsement letter, what you're going to do next. So let's discuss in a detailed casework process. First of all, business plan and endorsement letter must be in hand. Second of all, that's the 6 steps. Collecting all requirement documents with the support hours with the relevant templates. Then arrange and obtain Month Solutions legal representation letter. We explain why you should get the visa, who get the visa, which documents you submitting, an online application form, obvious. Then submit online visa application form and upload all documents on online government portal, which we'll do for you. And then book and attend the visa appointment to take photo and provide biometrics. Right, this is crucial as well. And receive decision from the Home Office from UK government. 6 simple steps to go ahead. Let's talk about cost. Here we're not going to talk about our cost, because our cost is to be defined and clearly discussed at the consultation. However, we here discuss is well quite important costs. It's endorsement process cost, and it is Home Office fees and costs. Endorsement body cost. So first of all, endorsement body charge at the stage of the preparation of endorsement letter, and the stage of the when the visa granted, and the stage of the when the after the first interview with endorsement body, or could be second interview, depends on each endorsement body. The applicant pays admin fees or membership fees of the endorsement body. Depends on each endorsement body. They charge from £1,000 on 145 to £5,000. So it's very, and we are very transparent. We provide straight away information which endorsement body and how much they charge. So we are transparent to the client, and client will make decisions quicker. Then we're talking about after the endorsement is granted and the visa is granted as well. Then the applicant is paying monthly basis from 450 to £1,000, depends on which endorsement body, for next 2 years on standard visa, right? So this is the fees for endorsement body. As I said, we are not getting any commission out of it, so you pay an endorsement body directly. You sign an agreement with endorsement body. Once they believe they can endorse you, they'll send you agreement. And so simply you have a full relationship, a business relationship, financial relationship with endorsement body, not with the law firm. It has to be clearly understood. Home office fees. Home office fees, it's defined in 2 sections. And then first section, it is home office fees. Second section is immigration health surcharge. So, or simply it is medical insurance, medical and government insurance, precise. So home office fees, payment must be made at the time of submission online application form, right? And the charges are per applicant. It depends if it's 363 or 493. It depends where you're applying from UK, from overseas. So, but this is important to understand. Then IHS calculated for 2 years, and this is IHS for the adult, 1,248 pounds. For the child is a bit cheaper. We can definitely provide you detailed quote once you approached us on this. We can support you. And so this is the home office fees. So they're not as high as the endorsement body fees, but we obviously understand the reason as well. So pardon. Let's talk now about a detailed list of documents. Which documents must be provided? Which documents don't need to be provided? Yeah. I would like to highlight here as well that today is a webinar in a nutshell about total and whole overview of the startup visa. We're going to do further webinars and short webinars of the point of the visa, and short webinars of the where we'll cover specifics like casework, or specifics of endorsement, or specifics of the what to do. So today we just really trying to define the whole process, and for our clients that they'll understand how it usually works, how to apply for a startup visa, how to get the British citizenship. So yes, I'm trying to cover nitty-gritty details, but not all details can be covered in 1 hour or so. Yeah, detailed list of documents. So always we'll start with the passport, and for the main applicant, for the dependent, and birth certificates for the dependents is obvious. Marriage certificate if it's you're applying with wife or husband to prove the relationship. Then personal bank statements showing the maintenance arranged, and the endorsement letter and the business plan, which is you getting the first stage, right? And proof of English, your CV, maybe some professional certificates, and evidence of planned future activity in UK. This is important, right? Maybe some communication with the partners, so on, so forth. Okay, from this point, let's have a look further. Yeah. So once you get these documents, then what we'll do, we'll provide these documents and we'll upload it online after submitting an application form. We upload it online VFS Global, TLS Contact, or any other provider. We submit, you go for the appointments, you provide the biometrics, fingerprints, and take a picture there. And then you receive a decision via email and successfully go and collect the passport, right? So which is a very happy moment because you will get the sticker for 90 days. So startup visa, you can enter the UK within the next 90 days. Once you enter the UK, then what you need to do, what you cannot do, let's discuss. First of all, with the startup visa, you can set up business or several businesses. You can work in another job as well as working for your business, which is a good sign. You can bring your dependents, and you can travel abroad. Okay? What you cannot do, you cannot get the public benefits or government support. You cannot work as professional sports person, for example, sport coach, because it's before it was quite popular. Professional sport coach applied for the Tier 1 entrepreneur visa and then so on and so forth, and then simply run there and become a freelancer. It was more than 10 years ago, so that's why they input and that a person cannot work as a professional sport person. It's obvious. And then obviously you cannot settle in the UK. You cannot settle in the UK. Why? Because you need to switch to Innovator visa after 2 years. Once visa is granted, let's talk about next step. It's important steps as well. You need to meet your immigration lawyer, which could be us, right? If you're working with us, working with someone else, you need to meet lawyer anyway. Why need to meet lawyer? Because immigration lawyer explained to you next steps. He explained or she explained to you the proposition of it. They explain to you simple process of it. So why you will save a time, you will save money for next 2 years. Then you rent or buy accommodation. Usually our clients rent an accommodation and get the tenancy agreements, so on and so forth. And then they're collecting BRP at the post office as well. BRP, it is plastic card, which is actual visa. So you got a sticker in the passport, which is not actual visa. So BRP, it's actual visa, and is gonna help you actually to live in the UK and enter the UK, because to enter the UK next time you should have a BRP card and a passport. So BRP card is going to be given for 2 years, period for 2 years, plastic, red plastic card. Then you're going to register with police station if it's your nationality required, because some nationalities are exempt. And then you go and successfully open personal bank account, meet the accountant, right? Open the company and open a business bank account, and then meet the endorsement body. So this is the step, and then you successfully work and reporting to endorsement body for the next 2 years. Let's now talk about pathway to UK permanent residency. So in pathway to UK permanent residency or UK settlement, you can apply for settlement only if you progress into Innovator visa category. Okay? So this is the main point criteria, right? Because sometimes people are thinking, okay, I should stay on starter visa and so on and so forth. Yeah, so let's talk about how to switch Innovator visa, what needs to be done. We're not gonna cover a lot today about switching Innovator visa and the documents for Innovator visa. We'll just cover smooth understanding, smooth process of the what to expect for another 3 years and what to expect for ILR. So to switch to Innovator visa, applicant must show significant achievements, right? Stated in a business plan. Applicants must get obviously endorsement letter again. Applicant must demonstrate active involvement in the business day-to-day. Registration document of the company, and obviously the business is active, right? And one of the prime point who will assess it, endorsement body. Endorsement body will check all of it, and they get endorsement or no. So they provide endorsement body endorsement letter or no. Yeah, so it's important to understand that applicants don't need to show evidence of business funding at this stage, even if they have progressed directly to the stage from starter visa and have previously had to show evidence of funding. So when you apply for the starter visa, usually endorsement bodies asking about funding. Is it requirement? No. but they say, okay, do you have any funds or assets? In the case you're not able to secure the funds and progress with the business, you have your personal assets or you have a funds available to inject in the business. So that's why we advise our clients, so you can make sure you have at least 20-30,000 pounds for the startup visa for the capital. Is it requirement? No, but it's makes life easier because we understand the business life could be different. We understand it could be affected. Switching to Innovator visa, there's different home office fees you can see on the screen. So it's a home office fees of the per person 1,277 and IHS for 3. Let's talk about UK permanent residency, because I believe here is not covered enough for the UK permanent residency. We all understand startup visa does not lead to settlement, right? So and you can only apply for settlement if you have progressed into the Innovator visa. And then you need to stay on Innovator visa for 3 years, and then again meet the endorsement criteria for settlement. Yes, the most important requirements are a bit different. So continuous residency, obviously, right, and demonstrate business growth. And demonstrate business growth, you must comply with at least 2 business indicators out of 7. So most of the clients comply within £50,000 investment. And with the section number 3 on the screen, the business has engaged in significant research and development activity and has applied for intellectual property protection in the UK. So apply for patent. So this is 2 usually applicants preparing for. Occasionally, applicants might have a successful business in regards of the turnover. And you can see the business generate annual revenue of £500,000. Then this turnover gives the opportunity to the applicant to choose this as well point and utilize 2 points to apply for the Innovator. On the screen you can see all points, and you can select only 2 out of 7, right? Yes, I would like to talk today. We cover the startup visa, we cover switching point to Innovator, we cover ILR. So basically, applicant can understand, and our client can understand how to lead from startup visa and what to do to the Innovator and to the actual UK residency, the permanent residency. Let's talk now about a little bit about the UK business and investment visas trends in 2022 and what is actually happening. First of all, I would like to start with the news where Tier 1 investor visa has been cancelled recently. Why? The reasons of simply stated by UK government that Tier 1 investor visa was abused, and rules was abused by the applicant with the questionable proof of funds, with the anti-money laundering policies, and the UK government Home Office decided just to close it, and maybe they'll consider and review it in the future. There is no official statement from the Home Office, but this is the situation where usually applicants could submit proof of £2 million investment, and they can get the visa. Then we're expecting updates on sole representative visa. Which updates? From 1st of April, there's changes where come in place global business mobility visa. Global business mobility visa, it's visa similar to combination of sole representative visa, ICT visa, and other visitor visas. It's going to be released late in April. We're expecting it, and once it's released, so we can discuss to the clients. So that's why we advise strongly for the clients who are considering sole representative visa application should work on it now. Do not delay to 1st of April because there might be a switching, cancellation, changes at any time. And our trend and our growth and success, I think, is startup and innovator visa, where applicants actually evolve and they define these visas as a very good for the businesses and development. And still, you can see the numbers, right? From the previous webinar, we disclosed the numbers of applications granted, visa granted, not applied, but visa granted. And today I just disclosed as well for the startup. It's quite good figures, I would say, and they are growing. We can reach the points 3,000-4,000 applications obtained, in cases obtained within a couple of years, I believe, with this speed, because UK really attracts the innovative guys, innovative talents, and so on and so forth. So based on this, and because UK has infrastructure, UK have funds and money from the private investor, from institutional investors, it's easier to work. To finalize, we discuss about the visa, the whole process of the webinar, but let's discuss about us, who we are, right? So a bit. Yes, we are immigration law firm with a 10 years combined experience. So we provide immigration by investment services and UK visa service. So we cover more than 23 programs, including UK visas, business visas, golden visas, and other passports, such as, I'll name it, EB5 residency, Turkey passport, citizenship, Portuguese, golden visa, so on and so forth. We work mainly with high net worth and ultra high net worth individuals and their families. We supporting them with the application. Let's talk about MAN solutions in a nutshell. So we have more than 500 clients. I think by this number probably around 1,000, right? Because this presentation was prepared earlier. Our clients for UK visas done more than 10 million investments, inbound investment in the UK. And then our success rate is 95%. So for the corporate and business visas, for the innovator visa, we have even higher, but in overall, we have 95%. As I said, which service we provide? We provide UK visas and immigration as a prime service. Most of them focus on business immigration. Then we provide residency and citizenship solutions, which I explained, and the person investing in and acquiring the property or give a government donation and obtain the residency or citizenship in exchange, right? And another side, it's our licenses and awards, right? We have OASIC license, which I'm regulated immigration advisor at OASIC. Then we have Investment Migration Council license, right? And then we have ISO, which is International Standards Policy, which is very helpful for the managing the client's documents. It's important to have a license to give a responsibility to the immigration advisors. It's give a right approach. So I think, and it's give to us and to the client assurance that this company and these people can deliver. This is, I think, crucial. Where you can find us, how you can contact us. First of all, we have 3 offices. I'm speaking now from London office. It's 57 Berkeley Square in Mayfair. And then also we have offices in Moscow. We have a physical office with a member of staff there. And we have an office in Hong Kong with the same approach. So you can always reach our staff, our member staff from London office, Moscow, Hong Kong. It's very easy because it's has different time zones, and our clients relationship consultants or private clients advisors can support you throughout. Yeah, so based on this, with each of you, I will contact as well separately, and then happy to support you with your questions. And thank you for the attention today.